Hey guys, so I include a wedding album in all my collections. I feel like wedding albums are really important. I just love the nostalgic feeling of when people recall memories that they kind of forgot when they're looking at old prints and things like that. So for me, albums give you that kind of warm, fuzzy feeling. So I feel like it's really important for me to include that in all my packages. So I have 3 different types of album companies I use, but this is the album I use for the majority of my clients. Goes into my middle collection. That is a collection the majority of my clients kind of get into. So I kind of want to show you guys, the album that I usually order and kind of how I usually package the album. So this album is a really great quality album from PCLwest. So if you are a wedding photographer looking for an album company, this is a great way to kind of, test out a company that maybe you haven't used before. But let me just kind of show you like what my favorite one is from them. And that way you can kind of determine for yourself if this is an album company you want to try. Okay, so this album company always sends you an album in a box, okay? Which is great because it's a really good keepsake for your client to keep their album safe and comfy and snug, right? And they always usually package it pretty nicely with lots of tissue paper and things like that, but I kind of don't have it wrapped up right now because I wanted to kind of show you the album. Okay? And the majority of my clients get a 10 by 10 album. Of course, you can always go bigger, but I feel like a 10 by 10 is usually a good price range unless they want to upgrade. And I always get 10 pages, 20 sides. So that's basically 20 pages to the client, but that's 10 spreads. Okay, that usually is a good starter for me. And then if they want to add on more pages or add more pictures like that, we can talk about that and discuss that. This particular client actually added on a couple extra spreads. So their album is a little bit thicker, but you can make your album as thick as you want, or as, the minimum, I would say, do the 20 page minimum. Okay. All right. So this is their Eterna album. This is my most favorite album. This is the one I order the most from them. And I really like the Eterna because you get a custom photo cover and you get a leather binding. And of course, the leather binding, you can choose any color you want. But for me, the majority of my clients choose black. Sometimes, I think that you can choose other colors like white, but I think they might get dirty easily, things like that. But they have other really cool colors like, pink and red and orange and things like that, which I think works really great, especially if you shoot seniors or, boudoir like me. I always choose like the red and the pinks for boudoir stuff, okay? So when you open up the album, it has this nice, really pretty like texture type of fabric on the inside, and it always opens kind of flush like this. You can choose to start as a spread or start as a one-pager, but I like to start as a spread. Okay. And they actually started just doing seamless paper, which is great. They used to have all gutter, which is nice, but I think that my clients really prefer, the seamless that goes all the way across. So that's awesome. Okay. As you can tell, the pages are really thick. They're not flimsy or anything like that. So this is very, very durable. The cover is really, really thick, very durable, so it's not something you can easily damage. All right. And if you're wondering how I design my albums, I like to keep my album design pretty simple. Just a collage of pictures with white border and to tell the story of the day correctly. So that way when they're flipping the pages, they can feel like they're going through the motions of the entire day. Okay. And I actually design my albums using KISS systems, which I love. It's so fast and so easy, and it has saved me like 75% of album designing time, which is great. Okay. All right. So depending on the client and what they choose for the package, they might have some other items that they choose, but this particular client only had an album. So I'm going to show you kind of what I package with this album. So obviously I'm going to put the album back in the box, and I'll put the album in a really big box, and then included in that box, I will include their flash drive, which is a custom flash drive with my name on it, and it has all their images on there. For all my packages, they get images printable up to 8 by 10, and they also get an online hosted album. So they actually already saw their wedding pictures. That's how they chose their pictures for their album. But this is just kind of something to go on top of that, so that way they kind of have a keepsake of their pictures in case they, have a hard time downloading them or something like that. Okay, and I always include a treat. So just something cute like this. And then for this album, I am going to include this really cute, fun gift. And it's these cameras that I got from Urban Outfitters, and these are really fun because they kind of match my brand because they have little mustaches and stuff on the back. So it's like a little fun way to take pictures. You know, they have frames and they've got little funny ways so that way they can print it out and kind of, you know, see just cool little graphics on their images. And just a really good way to kind of start off their first year of marriage, you know, to kind of keep capturing memories of them together. So I will probably include a thank you card just saying thank you for letting me be a part of their day, you know, letting me cross a milestone with them, and just showing them how much I appreciate them. And also, obviously, you know, telling them that I want them to keep in touch, because I really do, because I don't shoot that many weddings every year, and I really love to see my clients grow and, you know, start their journey as a family together, and travel and things like that, which is really cool. Okay. All right, so that is the album company from PCLwest, the album for PCLwest. As always, I do videos every Thursday, so if you are wanting to keep up on my tips and tricks and my videos, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, I will talk to you next time.